Banner Knowledge Bowling, Steve here coming at you. Don't just buy the hype, buy the right ball for your game. And today we're going to talk about Motiv's new Supra Sport. Symmetrical ball, symmetrical core. It's high RG, but it has a moderate diff. So let's throw the ball chart up here, and we're going to see that this ball is a medium light ball. So it's on the smoother side of the chart. And this is where control matters, and I think this is where this ball shines. How do we get there? Let's throw up the core. We're going to see this is the Quadfire core. So this is a symmetrical high RG core. And what that means is this core is going to rev a little slower. A low RG core, they kind of get into balance really quickly and they rev up fast. Because this is a high RG and it revs slower, that's going to help this ball get some length through the lane. But you're also going to notice for this medium light ball, it has a moderate differential. So that's going to help this ball create a little flare and drive through the pins a little bit better. For the 15 pounder, we can see that the RG is 2.55, but the differential is 0.043. So that's up there a little bit. But we match that up with the cover, which is the Leverage MFS solid. So the Leverage coverage has been a coverage in the Motiv line that really kind of digs in, and that's what this ball will do. And I also feel that this ball really handles the carry down a lot better, and as the lanes kind of transition, it doesn't feel it as much. It kind of digs into it and kind of continues through it, where maybe some other balls, would really check up early, or when they get that carry down, it really feels it and doesn't want to come around the corner. I love this cover on this ball when you match it with this higher RG core, because that higher RG gives it a little length and it helps this ball create some shape. Now, I drilled mine 60 by 5 by 35, and I've been shortening up that second angle, the valve angle, to handle that transition and get a little more diff out of this ball so that it can kind of drive through the pins. And I feel this ball's really, really good when the lanes get a little transition and they get some carry down, because this ball can get through all of that and still go through the pins. Let's go out on the lanes, let's throw some shots. We're going to come back and talk about it quickly. Thanks a lot. Alright, we're back. I feel like I'm going to use a ball like this when I have those kind of higher friction environments. So for me, kind of the medium patterns when they start to get beat up, medium to higher volumes when they start to get beat up, or maybe some of these shorter patterns when control matters. Because this ball is going to kind of dig a little bit more. It's going to be a little bit more continuous on the back part of the lane, and I'm going to be able to use it on some sport shots. I'm going to be able to use it when the lanes have a lot of friction and I can get maybe a little bit more right and take advantage of that friction, but it's just not going to slingshot to the left when it finds it and hook towards that 7-pin. As my advice always is, go to your local pro shop professional. Ask them about the Supra Sport. Ask them about how to get this ball drilled and get it into your bag, because you're going to love it. Thanks a lot.